Notice when you close your eyes and you disconnect from the external world, how easy it is to just settle. Be the observer of what's happening in your body at this very moment. As if you were not actually in the body, but you're a second person looking down and just checking in. No judgments, no expectations, just simply arriving at the present moment, at your present self. Begin to notice the quality of your breath. Again, no judgments, just observing how the air is entering and leaving the body. When the mind begins to question, what are we doing next? What should I be thinking about? Should I be seated in a different position? Whatever it is that the mind does, kindly invite the mind to join the breath. And receive the gift that is the breath. Once the mind is connected and ingrained in the breath, invite the breath into your belly. Allow every breath you draw in to drop all the way into your pelvic floor, filling up your entire belly. And every breath you draw out, allow the pelvic floor to move towards your heart, almost as an arousal to the Shakti power that sits at your pelvic floor, at your root chakra. Once the belly breath becomes you, begin to move the breath from the belly into your ribs, from the ribs into your heart. Lifting the heart with each inhalation and softening with each exhalation. For the next few breaths, consider a pause at the top of your inhalation, and then another one at the bottom of your exhalation. Not too long of a pause that you're gasping for air, but long enough that you can rest your mind in silence. Be as comfortable at the pause when it reaches the top of your inhalation with the fullness of that breath as you are at the bottom of your exhalation when there is emptiness. Because that's life. Some days might be full of joy, and some days might be full of challenges. Can you pause at the fullness with the same awe and the same presence as you pause at the emptiness? Now allow the breath to be what it wants to be. You had full control of it for a little while. How does the breath now relate to the short practice you had? What is the quality of your breath at this moment? Now that you become so connected with this next layer with your pranic body, turn your attention to your heartbeat. Let the breath be what it is. And turn the attention to the rhythm of your heartbeat. There is a symphony that we need to learn how to listen to, how to respond to. And that beautiful symphony is within us. It's coming from that heartbeat. Turn to the music. Let it enchant you like any of your favorite songs. And rest your mind in the divine intelligence that resides at the lotus of your heart. Join the palms together in front of the heart. And take a moment to set an intention for your practice today. First day of 2023. We all come with a list of resolutions and things we need to change. What about putting those resolutions aside and truly just committing to connecting to your true self, to that divine intelligence? Because if you're connected to that, that is connected to you. So hum, I am that. And then slowly lower your hands down to your lap once again. Move from your seat to a prone position on the floor. So the face is down. I'm going to keep my blanket to support my pelvis. Do what feels right for you as we move into a pose called crocodile pose. So you're going to come around, place your belly on the floor, and then take your forearms, cross one on top of the other, so you can rest your forehead on top of your forearms. Shoulder is relaxed. Move your pelvis as you please, just to ease your lower back. Legs are apart, tops of the feet down. We're going to manipulate the breath quite a bit, and we always go back to the belly breath, because it's on that lower portion of the chakras that everything really happens in the physical world, in the creative world. The part of Om, where things are being constructed, when things are being built. But also focusing on the fire that lies within your solar plexus. So first, second, third chakras to begin the practice more actively. By having the floor underneath the belly, there's a resistance. And that resistance allows you to strengthen your respiratory diaphragm. So forehead on the forearms. Bring the attention back to the belly. As you inhale, the belly button pushes against the floor. And as you exhale, the belly button softens towards your back. Can you allow each breath out to be a guide to your shoulders and neck, releasing any tension that doesn't serve you? Allow yourself to melt into the earth. 3 more breaths here. Then place your hands by your chest line. Take one deep breath, drawing your elbows towards your back. And then as you exhale, move yourself up and back into a child's pose, but your knees are spread. Bring your feet together and press back. Your hands can stay where they are. In fact, we're going to utilize this shoulder flexion to reach the area in the armpits, where we're going to start moving the breath from the belly into the chest, belly, ribs, chest. See how this pose now translates the breath to the back of your body. And as it translates to the back of your body, can you fill your waistline with the breath? Massaging your kidneys, massaging your organs. Can you translate the breath to the back of your lungs? Can you translate the breath to the back of your shoulders and neck? Can the breath continue to expand so much you feel the area in your armpits aroused by the breath? Three more breaths here. Slowly move forward into a table position, positioning the shoulders over wrists and the hips over knees. You're now in table position. As we now begin to move with the breath, I'm going to bring your, or maybe invite you to explore practicing with a mantra. A mantra I just mentioned a few minutes ago, So Hum. So with each inhalation, you're going to visualize the sound So, and with each exhalation, hum. And what we'll do is with each inhalation, we come into table position. And with each exhalation, we go back into child's pose. The hands don't change position. The longer the breath, the slower the movement. But stay with the mantra. So as you inhale, hum as you exhale. I am that. So as you inhale. And hum as you exhale. Three more cycles. With this last one, curl your toes and move back into child's pose, spreading your toes wide on the mat. As you move your hips back, anchor your hands to the ground, lift your knees, and press back to a downward facing dog. We're not going to stay here long. If down dog doesn't work for you, you can just come back to table position, stay there. I'm inviting you to explore stillness in down dog for 3 breaths. The first breath is when you arrive at your down dog and you're creating a pose. The second breath is when you're maintaining the pose. So you start to fidget around, maybe with the shoulders, with the knees, with the feet. The third breath is when you decide to stop and recreate. With your toes still tucked under, bring your knees down and sit back on your heels for a moment. And maybe this is not for you today. So you can stay up with your sitting bones. But just try reaching back and finding the roots of your sitting bones attaching to the roots of your feet, to the heels of your feet. Pause here for a moment. So if this is an uncomfortable position, your mind is going to start to complain. But is it really necessary to complain, or can you just adapt to the sensations in the body and accept what is happening? Again, without judgment. Be the observer of what is stagnant in that body, specifically in the roots. My knees don't like this, Paula. Stay in the root. Come up with your hips. Just spread your toes wide on the ground. Two more breaths. I don't like torture. Now place your hands down to swing your legs around. I'm going to change your orientation with gravity one more time. We're not standing. This is a gentle practice. So you're going to place whatever you have on the mat to the side. Come lay down in constructive rest. Place your hands out to the side. Arms could be in a T position. That's always preferable, so that you can sense from your feet to your pelvis, to your ribs, to your shoulder blades, everything that's happening once you change relationship with gravity. The back of your body is now supported by the earth. Can you come back to your yogic breath, the breath that is now embedded in you? It's organic to the body. And notice the expansion of your belly, your ribs, your heart center, your sternum. Going to go for a little bit more movement this time. I'm going to invite you to dig your heels into the ground and begin to wave your body, creating literal waves from the feet to the knees, to the pelvis, to the ribs, to the head. And just start to shake for about a minute, starting now. Knees are bent, feet on the ground. Your breath is organic. Notice if there is any particular area in the body that is resisting the movement. Could be the pelvis, could be the ribs, the shoulders, the neck. You are sitting and observing. Five, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Find stillness. Maybe there's a tingling sensation in the shoulders, the arms, the pelvis. Are you awake for that response? Now reach both arms alongside of the ears and the legs right in front of you, like you're just waking up from a nap. As you inhale, you reach the whole body long. As you exhale, draw your right knee to the chest, grabbing the knee with your right hand. Left arm is all the way back, left leg straightening. As you inhale, you're going to move the right knee away from you and extend the entire left of the body long. As you exhale, bring that right knee closer to your chest. Inhale, move the right knee away without losing track of it, almost like pressing it away from you. Exhale, bring the right knee closer to the chest. Inhale to move it away. Exhale to bring it closer. 2 more times. Inhale to move it away. Exhale to bring it closer. And last one, inhale. And exhale, bring it closer. Inhale to extend both arms, both legs. Let's prepare to switch. Exhale, take the left knee towards the chest. Right arm still alongside of the ear, right leg forward. Then inhale to move the left knee away from the chest. Exhale to hug it closer. Keep the entire right side of the body long and active. Inhale, move the left knee away. Exhale, draw it closer. Inhale, move it away. Exhale to draw it closer. And again. Two more times. Next time you inhale, reach the arm and the legs, both of them long, stretch it, fingers away from the toes. As you exhale, bring both knees to the chest, both arms around the shins. Rock yourself from side to side. Place the hands on the tops of the knees and begin to just circle with the knees, opening them apart as you inhale and bringing them together as you exhale. Three more times. Where is the mind going at this point that is preventing you to return to your long, deep breath? When the knees come together, keep the knees together. Move your feet apart, almost mat's distance as you place them on the ground. Open your arms out to the side again. As you inhale, your knees are in the center. As you exhale, you're going to drop your knees over to the right and allow your entire body to follow it. So your left shoulder will lift, your left arm will reach up and over towards the right. And then inhale, come entirely back to center. And exhale, draw the knees to the left. Let the knees guide you. Pelvis will lift, right shoulder will lift, right arm comes up and drops towards the left. Not a lot of effort here. Just allow yourself to be soft, willing to follow the body where it wants to go. Three more cycles. Inhale to return to center. Exhale, begin with the knees. Knees drop to one side, pelvis shifts, elbow, shoulder, entire body over to one side. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, knees, hips, shoulder, follow to the other side. And last cycle here. Inhale, return to center. Exhale to reposition yourself back into your original pose, constructive rest. Feet underneath, both pelvis aligned with the floor. Find the shoulder blades evenly rooted. Back of the neck is soft. Just pause. Now, this entire time, you have been inviting prana, life force, to ride your breath, directing the breath into different areas in your body. Now I invite you to sense where prana is most predominant. Can you feel inside your body maybe one or two areas that respond more than others? It could be your belly, it could be your shoulders, it could be your neck. Just be so awakened for that experience that you're able to feel exactly what's happening and listen to the language your body is speaking. So if that didn't do it for you, I have one more minute of active, let's call it aerobics. And some of you already know this. Some of us love it. Some of us not so much. But bring your arms up in the air as if you're reaching up for the sky. Bring your legs up in the air as if you want to touch the sky, as if you want to step on the clouds. Now, for 1 minute, we're gonna throw a temper tantrum, shaking the arms and the legs as fast as we can. 3, 2, 1, go. Yes, I am quiet. I'm still here shaking with you. Find silence from the outside world and listen to what's happening inside. You got 20 seconds. Seven, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Plop yourself down. The breath is labored. The heart is beating fast. There's tingling somewhere. The mind is wondering, what the hell am I doing here? Just experience it. Can you listen to the new song your heart is tuning? Once the breath begins to calm down, the heartbeat slows down. Find yourself a comfortable Shavasana position. And what I mean by that is maybe put a pillow under your head, a pillow or a folded blanket under your knees so that your low back can be at ease. Maybe you have a piece of clothes that you can throw over your eyes. Or if you have an eye pillow nearby, you're like all prepared for the practice with all your 10,000 props that Paula's been collecting over the years. You do you. But when you lay down, you know you can be there. Because we'll be there for about 15 minutes, maybe a little more. So make sure you are comfortable. Once you find your position and you begin to wonder, what's next? Allow yourself to surrender to this earth truthfully and trustfully. This is your moment to be. I'm guiding you through a 61-point guided relaxation. Moving through the layers of your being. We have access to the body. We have access to prana. We access the mind. We access the wisdom. And now our intention is to go in a state of yoga nidra, where we'll access the state of turiya, where we will access the state that allows us to find enlightenment and actually understand what it feels like, so that when we are outside, when we come out of the mat and into the world, we can carry that seed with us. And so I'm going to guide you through the points and invite you to take one deep, honest breath in each of the points that we stop. We'll begin by drawing the attention to the center of the forehead. We'll rest here for a few moments. With the intention of accessing the gateway to your soul, your third eye. The next breath you draw in, visualize a stream of light riding your breath and resting at the center of your forehead. Then move your attention to the center of your throat. The front of your right shoulder. The inside of your right elbow. One long, deep breath. The inside of your right wrist. The tip of your right thumb. Tip of your index finger. Tip of your middle finger. Does this breath caress the tip of your ring finger? And tip of your pinky finger. Full breath in the right wrist. Back of your right elbow. Back of your right shoulder. Center of your throat. Front of your left shoulder. The inside of your left elbow. The inside of your left wrist. The tip of your left thumb. Tip of your index finger. Tip of your middle finger. Tip of your ring finger. Tip of your pinky finger. Left wrist. Back of your left elbow. Back of your left shoulder. Center of the throat. Allow the breath to caress your throat chakra. Now move the attention to the center of your chest. Find your right lung with your breath. Back to the center of the chest. Then find your left lung with the breath. Back to the center of the chest. Arousing your heart chakra. Bring the attention to the center of your belly. The center of your pelvis. Find your right hip. The front of your right knee. The front of your right ankle. The tip of your big toe. Second toe. Third toe. Fourth toe. Fifth toe. The back of your ankle. Send prana to the back of your right knee. And again to the right hip. Back to the center of your pelvis. Left hip. Top of your left knee. Front of your left ankle. Left big toe. Second toe. Third toe. Fourth toe. Fifth toe. Back of your left ankle. Invite prana to the back of your left knee. Left hip. Center of your pelvis. Now visualize what's happening in the center of your pelvis as you pour prana all the way down into your pelvic floor. With each inhalation, I invite you to create a wave of energy that moves from the pelvic floor through the pelvis, the belly, the heart, the throat, to the third eye, center of your forehead. And as you exhale from the center of your forehead all the way down to the pelvic floor, back and forth, a wave of prana that moves from the bottom to the top, from the top to the bottom. Inhale to move towards the head. Exhale to move towards the pelvic floor. just a few breaths, and I will be silent. Complete this next cycle and again rest at the pelvic floor at the bottom of your exhalation. Then take one full breath here with a pause at the top of the inhalation and another one at the bottom of the exhalation. Then move the attention to your pelvis. Find the water element of your second chakra. One breath to its fullest. There's a pause. Empty and pause. Bring the attention to your solar plexus, right above your navel. Rest on the fullness of your inhalation and in the emptiness of your exhalation. Then bring the attention to your heart chakra, to your heart center. Rest your attention at the pause, at the fullness of your life, at the fullness of your breath. And then again, pause at the emptiness of your breath. Now move the attention to your throat chakra. Again, resting the attention at the fullness and at the emptiness. Then bring the attention to the center of your forehead, inviting the light that shines bright to ride your breath and rest at the center of your forehead. Pause at the fullness of the breath and at the emptiness of the breath. Then allow the mind to simply rest on that point of light and let your breath be you as you are your breath. Awaken to the sensations in every inch of the body. As your mind rests in the light, take one deep breath in. And as you exhale, allow the light to come out and surround you and all that is around you. And bring the mind's attention one last time to the beat of your heart. The lotus of the heart, the home of your divine intelligence, your unique seat that awakens its manifestation into this world. Your heartbeat belongs in the heartbeat of the universe. All heartbeats become one. By knowing yours, you know them all. By connecting to yours, you connect to them all. Begin to wiggle your toes and your fingers. Take a deep breath in to stretch your whole body long. Then hug your knees to the chest. Throw your arms around your shins. With the intention of praising yourself for showing up today. Roll over to the side. Come around to a seated position and pause. Take that comfortable seat again, just as we did at the beginning, and observe the quality of your body, your mind, your breath, the quality of your being at this moment. Return to the intention you set at the beginning of your practice. Drawing the palms together in front of the heart. Join me for 3 closing ohms. The creation, the maintenance, and the dissolution that brings us back into silence, back into the universe to continue the cycle over and over. Deep breath in. And again. And one more time. Deep breath in, bow to the divine intelligence at the lotus of your heart in gratitude for the gift of today and every day, for the gift of life. Life is a journey, not a destination. Embrace your journey. Cherish each breath, each moment, for that's all you take with you. Namaste.